What'd you look at? What'd you look at? I'm sorry, what'd you look at?
A broke C6. Call him Jackson David. My faster car, I don't know. So, upon further inspection, we found some other stuff that's
not ideal.
That, oh yeah, it's got some like heater hose for the transcooler. That is right there. There's some things that don't seem bad that can be extremely dangerous. Rubber fuel line or transmission line, it might be rated for it, but just don't do that. That is so bad, because all it takes is for one of those lines to get cooked, especially on the trans brake. This thing, so if you have ever had a transmission, you put a temperature sensor on your cooler circuit, when you're on the trans brake, it goes from like 100 to maxing the sensor out 400 degrees in a second. Okay. So that line is not designed for that kind of temperature. If you're gonna do your trans lines, PTFE, it's the safest. Do braided steel. You don't want any kind of issue with the trans, because that thing blows off, guess what? In the wall. So we're gonna fix that. But then another thing we found, so one of the this vent line right here, see how it's got the big dip and went down? When it's like that, it just collects water right here. So what happens is it's hard for it to blow air out if it's got water. Now with ethanol, we got a bunch of sludge, so this thing isn't breathing. So the driver's side valve cover was not venting. And then take the fuel lines off. Corner of the head right here, super sharp, almost rubbed a hole. Like I can feel.
Yeah, you can feel the inner hose.
Yep. So the thing runs a little bit longer. Blowing there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it might
be leaking.
Yeah, I just grabbed it and I moved it, and just moving it that little bit has caused it to start leaking. So this is why everybody's like, why didn't you just run it? You always got to tear them apart. You always got to redo them. This is why. Plain and simple.
Okay.
So
I think I know why the fan don't work.
Oh, well, I can tell you right now probably why it works. It's probably got absolutely nuclearly cooked. We should just do another little hot side right there and maybe suck it down closer to the engine, get it away from the fan.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, the fan's seized up.
Yeah.
So it's probably coming on.
Well, the fuse is blown.
That's probably why.
So it probably tried to kick the fan on, so they've been, driving it with.
And again, we're not talking shit. We're just like, you kind of, I mean, from how much I've learned in what we do here as a whole, it's changed. I mean, 3 years we went from running 550s to bottom fours about in the 3s, and hopefully soon be in the 3s with multiple vehicles. So you kind of look at things a little bit different. You learn stuff along the way. So it's crazy to see where, I mean, this is kind of, obviously we didn't build this car, but we didn't change any of this stuff when we had it, When we got it, we just ran it. We had to send the fuel tech back and get the fuel tech reprogrammed. They reprogrammed the fuel tech and sent it back to us, and we put it in there, and we drove it around on the street and we raced it. We went fast with it, and that was it. But now that we know, you look at it and you're kind of like, holy smokes, like that fuel line. If you're on the street somewhere and that lets go, just even if you're just driving around and catch it on fire, you lose the whole car. If you're at the track,
with how long it takes most fire safety, you're still probably losing the car.
Yep.
And to have the door where you can't open, and the window, if the window's up and you can't open the door and the car shuts off, it's on fire and you're trapped in the car, like, are you kidding me? Like, you don't realize this stuff until, I guess, you see it happen a few times, and then you're like, holy shit, we got to tighten up. So this is we got to tighten up stage.
I guess back then, that's another thing that you probably progressed, not only in how fast you've gone, but how aware you are to how dangerous things can get and how quick they can get dangerous. Because I know a lot of people, they build cars, and I think that's great, and everybody's got to start somewhere, but then it also opens up a lot of room for error to where something would be like, whoa, you can't do that. Somebody that's inexperienced and might not know that. So
like, why can't, I mean, hell, I even get it all the time where like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and then Matt's like, hey, why don't we do it like this, because it might be a little bit safer, it might be a little bit cheaper, you might be able to save some money here, might be able to save some time. It's the more you do it, obviously you get better at it, just like anything else. But this car, I mean, it's a badass car. It looks sick. It's got history. I think it deserves to be as well on the inside as it is on the outside. Not just going off of paint quality, but by its inner workings and everything.
This is character.
Yep. So that's just like Hank. I mean, Hank's put together like badass 10 out of 10. Everything's done, you know, everything that we've done other than the actual chassis is perfect. I wouldn't say perfect, as close to perfect as we could get. We do spend a lot of time on stuff like that. So, I mean, it's just like, look at the black sheep. You know, ever since, you know, Matt rewired it, we've updated some of the plumbing, we've done stuff on there. We've really had no failures other than, you know, sometimes I'm take a little bit too long to let go of the button. That's worth something, you know, to have something so consistent. And
especially at that level, because you guys, you know, you see it with us. We don't hide anything. When we break something, we show it. You know, it's not like we're breaking it and we're just not showing it.
Hell, we broke the trans in the Pro Mod. We just showed it. I mean, that.
Yep.
We burned up in the parking
You
lot.
guys, if you go to a big race like when we're at Lights Out, you would be amazed. The top tier guys, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, changing motors, thrashing on it, rebuilding transmissions, and you know, it really, I feel like we're doing really good because we haven't heard anything. It's reliable. We just go out there and make passes. And I feel like if you really take the time when you're putting something together, then that's what you can get. Because sometimes, I mean, you have parts failures. Like, there's just no way around it. But if you take the time to do like we're doing right now, and when we go back together with it, we're going to make sure that everything's buttoned up perfect and we don't have no issues. And this car is just, you know, we're going to go to the track, we're going to race it, and
that's it.
Drive it.
So, all right, we're going to keep plugging away. What's next? Intake?
Yeah, you can jerk the intake off of it.
All right. Sun, looking for a new sponsorship. Pacific Cooler or bust. Over here we have the intake ripped off. Yeah. We have the exhaust taken off because that is itch central. Look at my arm right there, bussin', itchy.
We got the itch. All right, so found some more stuff. The turbo feed line has been rubbing up against the exhaust in a few places and started to melt. If you're building something, go on Summit, go into the pre-assembled brake line category, and you're going to have all kinds of different brake lines that are anywhere from 2 inches to 72 inches. Dash 4, you can do 90 straights and all that.
Let me show you guys.
Get that coating.
Let me show you guys real quick because we just went and did this. We got some, what do we get, 60 inch?
Yep.
Look at how nice that looks.
It's very cheap. This line right here is like $12. You can get them all different lengths, different size, different 90s, swooping 90s, tight 90s. Do that because this is a PTFE hose, stainless braid, any kind of pressurized oil. You don't want to have
heater hose.
Yeah, heater hose. Really, it needs to be PTFE, stainless braid. Just
can you say that? Can you say that as one word instead of 3 letters?
Yeah, poly.
No, just PTFE. Just say it as one word.
PTFE.
No, like
PTFE.
Yeah, just to be quicker on camera.
Oh yeah. It's the PTFE line. So, anytime you do that, you just pressurized oil can be very dangerous. It's spraying all over the engine. You know, just like we were talking about the trans lines, anything like that can turn your day bad really quick. Everything can go 100% good at the track, and one of those bursts and it can put you in the wall, catch on fire, and you know,
you kind of got to consider it as protecting your investment.
Yeah, protect your investment.
So for $20 you can get a little bit of insurance.
Yeah, and that line like that, you know, that's going to cost, by the time you do the Dash 4 assembled hose, you know, that's going to cost you probably more than this line already pre-assembled, and you just go and bolt it on. Measure first, order, install instead of build. Yeah, and it's right. So, you know, this right here could lay up against the exhaust and it probably is not going to melt. Look, we got it routed, so it does. That's what I'm saying. When we say it's done right, this sucker right here is done right. Yep. No, not cutting any corners. You know, we're not building it like, you know, if we were going to be going making a 3-second pass in a race car. You know, there's some stuff that would probably take a little bit more time on. But as far as street cars goes, I mean, this is going to be a badass street car.
Yeah, and we're essentially going to make sure that brown sugar is of the same caliber.
Same thing. Anything we drive, anything we have.
Anything that we're associated with, that our name is going to be attached to, we want it to be nice. So when we, again,
you know, it's just
a lot of this stuff, nice and safety go hand in hand. I mean, hell, look at a race tech seat. It's the nicest seat out there. It's also one of the safest. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, no, I mean that's it. Because you know, like this, the seat is on a slider. It doesn't have any back brace. Imagine, you know, this car could potentially have the same exact kind of wreck that the Bad Apple had, and if you were strapped into that,
you'd die. You would die. I mean, look at the amount of movement on this thing right here, and it flexes forward, right? And then you'll end up having a seat that looks like this, okay? Not good. And again, it's just kind of one of those deals where invest some money in yourself. Look at that one. Now, if we go over here to the Colorado, where our race tech seat is, and again, we're just talking about solely how it's mounted. This comes with all of the proper mounting locations, a mount for the back, a mount in the sides. Oh, this one's not bolted down, but I mean, still, look at the hip bolstering right here. I don't have it bolted down the back, but the hip bolstering, I'm shaking the whole truck. The whole truck shakes. So, plus, this has already got your head containment and everything in there. And as you guys can see here, I have to relocate my seat. There's your provisions for your, you see right there, see the little nut? There's your provisions for your back mounting for the seat, because you have to mount the seat on the back along with on the floor. And those are the factory seat brackets that come with this race tech seat. So those are the aluminum ones. I painted them black.
That's good. You know, and it's I honestly, if I'm driving any car, I would probably want a seat like that, just because I know whenever I had that wreck, I wasn't going fast. I wasn't going 200.
I'd say sub 100.
Yeah, sub 100 mile an hour, and it's just a perfect storm of events. You know, it turned to the wall. It had a lot of energy going toward the wall, and it started to straighten back, and it just, that chain of events right there caused a very severe side impact. And you know, you could go out there. I mean, there's going to be other cars that are probably on 60 foot like that, but if you did that at the 330, it'd be the same. You know, just because I did it, you know, right at the 60 foot doesn't make it any different. So, you know, it's definitely an eye opener. You know, I get in some cars, and I've driven, I mean, I'm sure John's driven a lot of cars that
are unsafe. I mean, we're driving the Pro Mod this weekend. It doesn't have a race tech seat in there. It's kind of one of those deals where we didn't have time. The seats are on their way. They're actually arriving today.
But we've also made sure that there's no tab sticking to the interior compartment. There's other things that, you know, there's some stuff on the Bad Apple that, you know, this one, the driver entertainment is far away. Everybody that ever has sat in the Bad Apple has always made, man, that when they built the cage, it was very low. The seat was up there. You had good driver view, but you could move around, hit your head on the cage. So
this thing here, everything here will be getting a race tech seat. The street car stuff, I ordered some race tech seats without the head containment. I like them with the head containment. I almost would prefer to drive on the street with one with head containment, because then you don't have to worry about hitting your head off a bar. You got to think about that. If you're on the street and you get T-boned and you're in a Kirky seat and you have a funny car cage, you hit your head off the cage, it will kill you.
10 point.
It will kill you.
If you have a bar, if you have anything like, so a lot of street cars, I don't do anything more than a roll bar in it, just because if you have this bar going right here, like, it's rough.
I mean, so you just got to look at it like that, guys.
Padding on it.
I'm not trying to upsell you on a seat, but it does excite me to talk about a good product, and I think it's my job, my duty to talk to you guys about a good product. As far as safety goes, you're only strapping yourself to one thing, and that's the seat. So make sure you got a good one in there. So
just like this, we're not trying to tell you, hey, go buy some stuff from Summit. We're telling you, like, hey, if you're going to do it right, do it safe, and then that way you don't have any issues. Because we don't want to, like, I don't want to see somebody at the track and, you know, going down the track and their car wrecked because the transmission line blew off because of some, you know, just some rubber lines. So
we're going to keep pulling this thing apart. We almost have the harness out. Once we get the harness out, then we could really lay the Holley harness in there. We got to go in the passenger side and pull all of, there's a bunch of, what do you call those, terminal strips?
Yeah, terminal strips. I'm not a huge fan of them. That's for, like, if you want to change your wiring harness, but I'm a pretty firm believer that you just build the wiring harness for the car one time, because that terminal strip, if you had a 20 terminal strip, that's 20 points of failure. Actually 40, because you got one on each side. So screw comes loose, and I've seen it a million times. You go in there, you shake it. I mean, these things vibrate. You know, when you're 60 foot, everything's moving around. So try not to do it with terminal strips if possible.
So we're going to keep plugging away here, see if we can get all this stuff stripped out here, and keep rocking and rolling.
All right, so we got a bunch knocked out on brown sugar. Got the intake off of it. Been working on it, and now we got to go test the Pro Mod. So when you see this video, we're gonna pick back up. We're gonna be working on it later tonight. Hopefully, get the Holley harness and everything in there. So if you're like, damn, they've been working on it and it's dark out and they ain't done shit to it, that's why we've been testing the Pro Mod at Fayetteville. So see you guys in a little bit.
All right, guys. It's later this evening. The Pro Mod went to the track and came back, but we did one hell of a burnout. Hell of a burnout. I played it in the last video, in yesterday's video, but I might play it again right now. Matt, should I play the burnout again?
Burnout.
What were your thoughts on the burnout?
Excessive.
Did you have anything against it?
No, it was badass.
They ain't got to work on it. I mean, they do, but...
Listen, the part that I'm in charge of, the motor, still working fine. The part that you're in charge of, the transmission, me and Uncle Jim got this thing tuned up. Look, he's stumbling. He's stumbling. He's stumbling over this. All right, so we're back here on brown sugar. Got the harness pretty much all undid. Don't know how I'm going to get it out. I got one coil pack connector that I got to take out. What are you taking out?
Quick detach model, 3 bolts.
I don't know if it'll come out over that damn door bar.
The bar was welded around the seat.
No, it was. I mean, the seats were in there.
It's a window bar.
Yeah, so we're just plugging away here. I got a new alternator for it to replace this one there. So we'll replace that. And I think the belt is just short. I'm going to get a longer belt to utilize the pulley so it gets more wrap around the water pump. The water pump's kind of important. We're also going to pull this off and make sure that this back part of the water pump has a plug in it or a thermostat at the very least.
Yeah, there's a thermostat sitting on the toolbox.
Yeah, I do have a thermostat in the toolbox. Also, this fan's locked up and it's kind of close to the crossover, so I'm just going to get a shorter fan. Don't you think that's a pretty thick fan? Would you say it's thick? It's a thick boy? Jesus. Here, stick that through the window so we can watch Matt struggle. Don't let him know you're sticking it through.
He'll never know.
Do you need a Timothy over here?
Yeah. Actually, probably the blue guy.
Yeah, I think the new guy might do better than Timothy.
The new guy? Alright, it is the next evening. We worked and did not film any. Matt, update.
He's tuning.
Yo, get Matt a new laptop, my guy. Big pocket tuner. What do you think, Matt? TPS auto set. We have the almighty brown sugar converted over to Holley EFI. We have decided not to make all new Brown & Miller lines because we want to race this weekend when our plan was not to race this weekend. Hold on. With this, but we have a rear end issue in this and the spool and axles are not jiving, so we can't take that because I got burned on Turbo Bullet buying this new Edge.
Give me another dash. The firmware on this dash doesn't match this one.
There's
This is the one that came out of that new Edge.
No, that's the one that is it?
Came out of that car. Yeah.
Oh, so pretty much this has been updated.
Something.
And we don't have a tuning cable, guys. If you guys have a Holley Terminator tuning cable and you guys see this video, I need it.
Yeah, we'll already have one by then.
No, I need it right now. We'll take extra. So send us your Holley Terminator tuning cables.
He said he could bring one with him Monday.
Oh yeah, not helpful.
We need it this weekend. CJ said he might have one at his house.
That one's definitely never been updated. Same thing.
You just update it through the USB or through the SD card?
Oh no, I'm not a big Terminator guy. I'm more of a Dominator kind of guy, but...
Big HP guy.
Yeah, Eddie 383.
What's that?
Yeah, this is right. This works, I think.
Well, big surprise there.
Matt, while you're doing that, talk to people, tell them about your day. How's everything going?
Oh, we've been building them. Worked on Hank.
Have you ever thrashed this hard for this long?
Yeah. I mean, I've done... Maybe not on cars, but, you know, I used to work paper mill shutdowns, and you got like 5 days to get an unbelievable amount of work done. And
Yeah.
it's gotta get done. But we've been thrashing. We've been...
And we've just been getting
roadblocks.
the shaft on everything.
So, Hank's... The spool doesn't fit the axles enough. There's something that when they broach the spool or something's up with it to where it's just not safe. Like, if you let go of the button, like, you can see air gap in between the splines on both sides, so it's just not safe to where we don't want to go out there, because if one axle strips out in the spool, probably going in the wall. We only do that one time a year. So,
hey.
But we got the brakes done. We got catch can down. Junior came down. I told John, I was like,
What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me
I said,
exactly?
we need more people here that can build cars.
So I call my man Junior over at Business Performance, shows up, just immediately shows up, starts knocking shit out.
Yeah, me and him, I'm over here, he's over there, we're working on the Pro Mod together.
We saw him welding with no hood on at one point.
Yeah, so we were just knocking him out.
Talk about old school. Before there was welding glass, he was knocking shit out. So big shout out to Junior. You guys and I talk about Business Performance a bunch, but that shows you who Junior is right there. We're working on stuff. We're behind the 8 ball. We had to make a game time decision. This is supposed to be ready for the no prep. It would be ready for the no prep, but we can't get the right stuff for the rear end to make it safe. It's a stock cubic inch, 370.
Oh my God. You can go all the way up to 1800, 2000 cubic inch. This touch screen.
Why don't you click on the box?
Oh! Oh, whoa.
Oh.
That was not...
How many cubic inches was that motor? Why 36? Bro, chill out. It's 370. Why even typing 6?
Bro, I thought it was like 368.
No, it's 370 because, you know, they touched up the cylinders.
Yeah, like that doesn't matter. Touchscreen is...
Guys, send us a tuning cable. Please. So you're doing a straight up Wizard tune-up right now? Are you about to utilize the Wizard? Also very excited about this. Look at this. Turn signals.
Was Eddie Murphy 24 tooth?
Yeah, I believe so. It was.
I can't change any of that in here.
Is this 24 tooth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you buy the Terminator for...
What?
Like when you order it, like the harness comes set up for it. So does it not? Oh no, I guess it wouldn't. You can.
No, you can. I was gonna run on these on a Jeep.
Like, yeah, no, you can. But I'm saying.
I'm
like
saying with
harness.
this, you can't change it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Are you about to crank it?
I think our battery power just came loose.
Remember when I was gonna tighten that and you're like, no.
Well, because we had to be taking this on and off.
Do you need me to sit over here and like hold the brakes in case it decides to roll?
It's in park.
I mean, how much do you trust Park?
A lot.
I mean, hey.
Where'd our half-inch wrench go?
It'd be a shame if you
Put up all the tools.
hit the bad apple. I didn't. David, are you putting up all the tools? Damn, David left.
Yeah, put all the tools up.
Alright, we're gonna crank it?
Yeah, well, I want to see.
Hey, what's it showing as fuel pressure?
I don't think that's wired up right.
The fuel pressure?
Yeah.
Or the Holley?
the fuel pressure.
It's definitely not, but don't you need it to tune?
I mean, no. I mean, it's just pressure. Holley doesn't really do much fuel pressure correction, so.
Are we lacking one of the 3 main components?
No, it's 4.
Oh yeah, we forgot compression.
We're lacking the 4th one in the actual tune. Why are you on the brake?
I mean, I'm just, okay. All right, David, you're the brake.
It's not in here, right?
No, it's not in here.
No, it's not in here. All right, David, what time is it? Give the people the update.
2:30 in the morning. You want the real time or what it feels like?
Real time.
Midnight feels about 4 a.m.
I feel that. It starts better than it ever did. Like, it cranks over better.
Oh
than,
yeah, we fixed some of the starter wiring.
Um,
It's either the injectors. Do you have a Noid light? John shaking his head like. Are we sure we got our coil pack left or right bank?
I'm
yeah,
not involved in that.
yeah. I didn't do it.
Huh. One of the main components.
We need this far.
Someone give me shit saying that I'm telling everybody everything wrong and there's 4 compression.
You're
But
not gonna have compression if you don't have the other ones, right?
well, I mean, you're gonna have compression regardless as long as it's cranking off
Well,
compression.
yeah.
What do we need to?
We need to check the injector. Are you sure? So this thing is like custom ignition thing, so I don't want to make like it didn't have like some weird like 4 magnet front.
No, this thing is. Are you
I thought
talking
it was a
about
58 tooth.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah. Is the harness a 24 tooth?
Yes.
We don't know.
Well, guys, I couldn't record because we were using this camera that you guys are watching this on as a USB highway because we do not have the tuning cable. We do not have a USB to SD. So took the SD card out of the Terminator, plugged it in the camera, plugged the camera up to Matt's computer, and then he molested his way through the software to drag, copy, and paste a tune onto that SD card.
Turns out it was 58 tooth.
Turns out it was 58 tooth. Turns out the cam sensor was wrong. That's why I wouldn't crank. My bad, guys. Sorry, we have a few projects around here. Oh, whoa. Got a few projects that I might get mixed up. So we're gonna put that in there and see if it fires up. Matt, why do you want to fire it up so bad?
Cause we've been working all day on this shit. Something's got to run.
We've been working for 3 weeks on that. We've been working for a month straight, and then before that, we've been working longer than that because we worked for 2 weeks on the Colorado. We've been working for literally 5 weeks non-stop. Literally non-stop. We probably put in here 450 hours
A day.
What do you think?
Sounds about accurate.
Hey, hit him with that new Instagram.
Big Ford guy.
Big Ford guy. All right, we're gonna see if we can get old brown sugar fired up on Holley. This is what we should have done years ago, and then we would have kept it. But no, we traded in for the black sheep, so then we can evolve from LS Nasty to Nasty Racing and own one of those. All right, David, you want to hold this thing?
Yeah.
Hand off. We're gonna do a combo. We're gonna do a handoff to a selfie cam. I'm getting old. Also, look at these Dickie shorts. My normal shorts were dirty, so I found these long ass ones, bro. I look like a damn young bro.
You look like you need a
You know
damn.
your Dickie story?
Yeah, go ahead. Sinking,
Air.
sinking. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. Crank sensor. Oh, or the pull for the damn cam sensor's wrong.
No, it's single pole. I'm thinking the crank sensor's probably pinned for a 58 tooth.
That's the harness.
Yeah.
Instead of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So we need to pull it out, undo it, repin it, and then crank it.
Ready to
Hell
break.
yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hey, you have to stick your arm right on the damn fiberglass heat wrap though.
Are you just telling me that? I'm not doing it.
Oh, he was building the confidence up. Flip a quarter.
Oh yeah, I like that way better.
No.
Rochambeau, you can cheat in Rochambeau.
No, you can't. It's called rock, paper, scissors.
Do you,
Here,
do you need
I
a
have the
quarter? I
ultimate-
got a quarter
I have
handy.
the ultimate way. You got your phone?
No.
Oh, I know he does.
No, my phone's
No, it's
charging.
actually dead.
Come on, right here.
Big surprise there.
Right here. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, see, he went before.
Cheating. All right.
Go for it.
I'm gonna get some sweet tea.
He's flipping the cup.
Alright.
David's calling it for me.
No, I'm calling it heads.
Heads.
That's for me. It's for
No,
me.
I called it.
It's for me. It's for me right
Alright,
there. Stick
so
your
that
damn
means
arm
you're
in
getting
there.
your arm
All
itchy.
right. Guess what? I'll unplug it. Job's got to learn how to repin it.
Oh Lord, no! Can you please do that so we can? Can you please just do it?
Come right here. Come right here. Ready?
Can you just repin it so we can get done with this? God. Oh, we're about to have a battle in here. Go
You know,
grab
you
that.
can repin it outside, but I asked him 15 times if it had.
Alright, not too athletic here, kid. Don't upset your elbow.
You just hit the damn roof with that.
No, I
Look.
just
It's she's in the toter.
Oh.
I'm back here in the drug dealer. Look at that. Look at that.
Dude, where'd it go? It just went down in the engine. If it smells like a fried hush puppy.
God
Oh
dang.
man.
Bro, Smithfield's has the sweetest sweet tea. It's like drinking damn.
Sweeter than Carly sees?
Dude, this shit's thick. Or no, you can get that angle. Oh, let me get this angle first.
Hey Papa, can I drive?
You guys just missed the fireballs. That's missing.
Yeah, something up with the cold or injector wiring.
Yeah, one of the two. One of the. Well, listen, we used
The new guy didn't have nothing to do with this.
we used all the like leftover wiring harness I had laying around, so something's wrong.
Hey, don't blame the two cameramen for fucking up.
Oh, big F bomb on the channel guy.
Messing up the injector wiring.
Well, see here, this is where I was confused because all of the injector wires are black. Man, you ain't got no heat in it. You ain't got no heat in the motor.
Needs some spark.
You need some heat in the motor. I'll tell you what though, bro, that damn starter, it ain't sounded that good on this car ever. Damn crimp on line's looking good.
The one.
Big crimp on, dude. This right here is just like literally lipstick on a pig. Damn
Sheesh.
badass crimp on fuel line. Push lock. Return though. Return. What do you got?
Alright, injector A, which would be cylinder 1, yellow and white.
That's definitely not it because it's black and.
Oh, you got it right. Alright, go to 3.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was established. Injector A is gray.
So
It's definitely that one.
that's red and black.
This is going to be a challenge. Gray you're looking for, my guy?
Yeah.
Here's gray.
Alright. We're just gonna go ahead and unplug all these bad boys.
Wait.
I thought one was right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I had something right. Woo!
I'm small block Ford.
Yeah, one is over here, dude. Don't come over here with your.
Hey, I thought we were dealing with the superior race motor. I guess not.
No, we're trying to get fast.
Dude, there's just damn spaghetti menders under here. This is why I don't like to use it, just the leftover harness that's just been sitting there fermenting for a damn year and a half.
This is what I went by.
Bro, that looks like some. I'm not even. I'm not even gonna say.
Did someone just write that down and take a picture of it? All right,
Yeah,
I went ahead
basically.
and just do the Holley.
I mean, hey.
where'd
there
you
go.
find that?
The internet.
Oh my
All right.
god! All right, what's 3?
Oh, that'd be C.
But hey, me and Travis had 2 different ones.
That would be.
And they were both the same.
Green.
Beige.
Okay, what's beige?
Tan.
I don't think there's a tan. Are you looking at the pinout colors? Because they said online, I think the pinout colors are different than the actual.
Well, you have to look at your connector. Gray to black.
Oh, wait.
And that's
so-
number 1.
Yeah.
Well, that's what was in there.
Damn, David's just out here literally talking shit now. Cash shit!
David's not so dumb after all.
Well, it's not good too. Red and black number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright, we'll try it again.
Alright, look at these fireballs. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Maybe we did have it wrong when we switched it, because that sounded good right there.
Ain't no way, my boy.
Watch for the fireball. Plug that.
You need to have your map sensor plugged up, because if you don't plug up your map sensor, it'll about shoot fireballs and kill you.
You want to check for some leaks and everything?
Well, a water
Hey,
pump
guys.
might not be working,
Why?
because it didn't even suck any down.
Oh, it's because it's circular. I can guarantee it ain't got a thermostat in it. It's not.
Well, guess what? There's a thermostat on top of the box.
I mean, we'll check that tomorrow, but look under it, make sure we ain't got no.
No, everything's good. Feeling real good.
Hit him with it, Matt.
Feeling real good. No, give him from the top. Oh, it got the damn reluctor spun, and I swore the reluctor spun.
No.
I swore. I laid down on my button tuck seat just like this.
He was literally
Hold on,
going
hold
to
on,
sleep
just
right
like
here.
this, right? Because it's 1:30 in the morning, so I laid down just like this, right? And I was just laying here. And I'm just listening to Matt try and crank it, and I'm like, it's just missing. Like, it's just missing
Well,
so bad. It's like pop. Like, if you have never been around a car that's missing and not firing right, you don't understand until you hear it, and you're like, oh, that's what they sound like. So they all sound alike.
Yep.
You can the explosion is happening in the pipe or in the intake, but not in the cylinder.
One of your 3 components are happening at the wrong time.
So. Matt's
So I'm like-
so you put on batch fire. Just explain to him from the start what it was doing.
it was the RPM sync was acting weird, so I was like, damn, something up with the thing. So I put it on batch fire. It ran, took away the cam sync. So I knew something was wrong with the cam sync. I was like, it's either that or it is reluctor spun happening at the wrong time. When I put it on batch fire, so you know that eliminates that. And then I forgot that somebody rewired.
No, this is a harness off of another car.
It's 24 tooth.
And some of the stuff's extended, hence why David plugged up the damn oil pressure to the map sensor.
Plugged up weird, and then turns out the cam sensor was wired for 58.
And he fired up on batch fire, which makes it so it can't misfire.
Yep.
Essentially, it's just going to fire.
Ran good.
And Matt looks at me, and I looked at Matt, and I'm like, damn, I financially am not prepared for this, to pull the motor out.
It just seemed fitting for our week.
Oh yeah, totally. Like that's why I didn't even second guess it. So I was about to go to Schitt's Creek out there, and it's like about this deep in water, and I was going to drown myself in it. And then I'm just laying there, and I'm like, I am LS nasty, and I'm just thinking, and like in my mind, it's like Jimmy Neutron, but just like I built the whole LS engine, and then I wired it in my head, and I said, you know what? The damn cam sensor, when you go from the damn the single pole right to a four magnet, you have to swap the two outside wires. So I said, hey Matt, that sensor, the wires are backwards, and lo and behold,
hit him with it.
The LS daddy was here.
Hold on. Take this, and it's like a torch. You got to hand this off to David. John.
I am no longer just a flashlight holder. Here, let me knight you. This is now yours, David.
John's progressed.
Get the shit out of here.
Oh my God.
All right, we ready to hear it?
Yeah, fire it up.
Major exhaust leak somewhere.
Oh yeah, I gotta damn seal that shit up tomorrow. Shoo! Buddy! Come on! I can't believe it. I thought that I'm...
How the hell do we go from some bullshit wiring to some more bullshit wiring?
Well, we use the... I have a brand... Oh, the worst part is I have two brand new harnesses laying over there. I'm like, nah, I'll take this one. It's a 24 tooth harness that was then converted to run 58.
Half 58.
And then we converted it back. This is what I get for trying to say. Listen, buy ones, cry ones. Perfect example. I tried to save a little bit of money.
Yeah, we got some
used harness.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But we figured it out.
No, yeah, we did, but it took my brain power to get it to run. You know.
I see a little steam coming out of that thing.
Yeah, I mean it happens. So that's great.
Now just think about this: if we had a tuning cable, we could have just went to the system log, watched the trigger, and went, oh, the cam's firing on the backside.
Oh, so it's my fault?
Tomorrow morning.
So it's my fault?
Could be.
Oh wait, so this is my fault now?
No, you saved the night.
We get an extra 30 minutes of sleep tonight.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, I have to wake up. All right, right now.
We get a couple.
Right now it is 1:38. I have to leave the parking lot 5:30.
I just drive there and just sleep in your truck.
People don't understand.
Just pretend it's someone's phone.
I'm so dedicated. I'll go to bed at 6 and wake up at 6:01. You know what? I'll go to bed at 6 and wake up at 5:59. I'll have negative 1 hour of sleep.
That's
Negative 1 minute. Damn it, I'm tired. I messed that up. I just saw that shit on TikTok too, and I was like, I'm gonna steal it. You know what though? I'm going to bed like this, cause
he's got to sleep with the black coat. His head's so big.
Did you ever think that everyone calls me the town idiot, right? Can you believe the town idiot solved the riddle?
Like I said, you can always learn something from even the dumbest person in the room.
Oh man.
Matt's face when I said that, he was like, damn, that seems like a good possibility.
Yeah, that could possibly be it.
And then I was like, just checking, are the wires backwards? And
No,
he's
like, the damn week's been so shitty that I just...
Dude, the week?
The
week?
The month. It just went to instantly the worst possible scenario would be like, oh.
Spun the reluctor.
Cam and Crank's out of phase. Because it was running, but it was like, not happy. I was like, yeah, it was not good.
Because it's all mental. Everything's mental.
All right, about 5 o'clock tomorrow, John's going to look at me and be like, I'm struggling.
Nope. Start pounding monsters. Heart. Struggle.
And then drink them.
My heart would go out of phase.